Welcome to Freshly Popped, a daily show examining pop culture headlines so you don't have to. Today is February 6th, 2026, and I'm Sequoia Holmes.
I'm Fiona Shea.
And I'm Ryan Graham.
And today we are losing it over Tate McRae supporting Team USA despite being Canadian, the sexual tension heating up on the Traitors, and Taylor Swift's new music video.
Yes, I am excited. I am half caught up on Traitors, so I might get a little spoilers here, but that's okay.
We'll do Trader stuff as our last story, listeners.
Perfect.
So, if you don't want spoilers, don't listen to spoilers.
I know I've been so lazy with catching up on Traitors because I'm trying to move. So I'm looking at apartments, like free time at night. I'm not spending watching TV, but I think this weekend I might give myself the time to do it. Because it is really good. Like, it's probably one of my favorite reality TV shows I've seen in a while.
Because you're not a reality girl.
I'm not a reality girl. I do like this a lot. And you've been liking it, Sequoia.
I'm having a great time. It's
so
my
fun.
first time watching Traitors, and I'm like, oh, I might go back and watch previous seasons as well. Because I'm just having a good time.
It is a very, very fun show. Also, I know we're not talking about it in the main story, but I do want to bring up this press run that Miss Piggy's doing. She is dissing. It's my favorite content. If you are on TikTok or Instagram right now, just search Miss Piggy because she is dissing Sabrina Carpenter left and right. She's just basically like, yeah, I guess this girl stole my look. Like, she's like my dream person on our show. I wish it was Ariana Grande. She's like, one night I subbed for Sabrina Carpenter because we look so much alike and no one even knows. It's just very funny. Miss Piggy, I love, an icon, a legend. And Sabrina Carpenter, she's on your heels.
How old is Miss Piggy these days? She gotta be knocking 80.
Oh, okay. A lady never reveals. Miss Piggy is a young woman. You know that video where they asked her, they were like, they said, Miss Piggy, how old are you? And she goes, old enough. She said, old enough to know not to respond to that question. Miss Piggy is, whoever runs Miss Piggy, like the puppeteer, he's got, I think it's a man, and he's one of the funniest improvisers on the planet. Like,
would you take that job, Ryan? Like, if you were offered Miss Piggy, like...
That is, if anyone ever asks me my dream role, it is Miss Piggy.
No.
I would kill to be Miss Piggy.
Now, what if they offered you Miss Piggy on a Broadway rendition of the Muppets? You take it, you
done. I'm like selling everything in LA, moving to New York. I think Miss Piggy is such a funny. Miss Piggy deserves more. I want her to have a late night show. Like, I think Miss Piggy is so fucking funny, so iconic. She drags anyone, and then people just get away with it. Like, remember when she was fighting with Martha Stewart? God, Miss Piggy. She like they for years she's done like cooking things. She goes, "Okay, Martha, calm down." Like, Martha was like spreading powdered sugar or something. She goes, "Oh, it's so delicate." She goes, "Whatever that means." Like, she's just so fucking funny.
Ryan,
she's
I have
a housewife
for you.
She is a housewife.
They need to
Do you
add her
think
to the
there's a
housewife.
gay man behind Miss Piggy who's coming up with these?
I feel like it must be. There must be,
right?
That's the only thing that makes sense, because I feel like only a gay man could be like so
sass,
right,
so attitude,
and still likable. Because I feel like Miss Piggy is like notably mean, but like every time you talk to her, you're just like, God, I love it. She's mean, but I like it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like a lot of gays think that they're giving Regina George and Miss Piggy, and they are never not. They're just being mean girls. Colton, you know what I mean? Like, speaking of traitors, we'll get there. Like, Colton, I know in his brain thought he was giving Miss Piggy, and he never is. He's never giving Miss Piggy, but it's okay. But yeah, I know, not the main story, but please, I implore you all to go on a Miss Piggy rabbit hole. It will brighten your day. She's hilarious. God.
All right.
And so while I haven't been watching Traitors, which I might this weekend, last night I was scrolling, doing a late night deep dive scroll, as you do, laying in bed, and the Tate McRae ad, the Olympics ad, everyone was talking about it, and I was kind of confused because the first time I saw it, I forgot that the girl is Canadian. So let me give you guys some backstory. Tate McRae is under fire right now because she did an ad for the Olympics, but it's really for NBC and Peacock. But in it, she is A, supporting Team USA, and B, talking about flying back to attend the Super Bowl on Sunday. So NBC and Peacock are kind of having this like double hitter this weekend where they are doing the opening ceremony today for the Winter Olympics in Milan, and then of course the Super Bowl on Sunday. So in the ad, Tate McRae skis up. She's in a red jumpsuit, which will come up later when we're kind of dissecting the ad here. She's in a red ski jumpsuit. She's talking to a snowy owl, and she says, you know, to the owl, "I'm a bit lost." And the owl's just kind of like chirping back to her. She said, "I'm trying to get to Milan for Friday's opening ceremony to meet Team USA. It's America's best weekend skating for gold." And Lindsey Vonn, who of course is a famous United States Olympic skier, is Lindsey Vonn's epic comeback. Then back to the States for the big game, Super Bowl 60. And you know, it ends and it's kind of pointing to NBC and Peacock. Now, after, when she posts this to her Instagram in collaboration with NBC and Peacock, the comments are overwhelmingly like, "Girl, what the fuck? You are Canadian." People are saying this is the most, she's from Calgary, Alberta. And so other Canadians are chiming in being like, this is the most like Albertian thing you can do, you know, like throwing shade on like where she specifically is from in Canada. People are not happy. There are some comments being like, well, she's wearing red, like maybe she's not explicitly going to be supporting Team USA, but you know, the ad reads as though she will be.
Like red is not also in the United States flag.
As if red is not also in the United States flag. She follows up by going to her Instagram story and posting a childhood photo of herself to her story. Tate McRae does. It's a little picture of her holding the Canadian flag as a kid, and it says, ... y'all know I'm Canada down. That's the caption. Y'all know I'm Canada down. A lot of people on X were also chiming in with screenshots of it saying, do they say y'all in Canada? That's even an American thing that you're saying. Like that's a Southern lexicon.
Southern thing, right.
And it's kind of like, are you Canada down? It doesn't really seem like you're Canada
I don't know.
down.
Maybe it's looking a little funny in the light.
It's also funny. I feel like she's just torpedoing her career. It's like she was on such a rise, and then she was like, you know what? I'm going to work with Morgan Wallen. And you know what else? I'm going to be Team USA in this climate. I feel like I would be so far away or so explicitly Canada. Like, there's no way you could even question me.
Now, because I saw somebody like make a legitimate video upset that she made this. Yeah. That she was in this ad because they're like, yeah, in this political climate, like, you're going to make a Team USA video. And I didn't know if it was my American, you know, ness or something. I said, what? I thought that was so silly.
What do you mean?
Question mark?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm confused by what you're saying. You're saying you're confused that people.
I guess I was just shocked that like people were taking it that seriously. Like I'm like, oh, you're like, I'm like, okay. I will say here's another bias. I don't think the Olympics is that damn deep. Personally, overall. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't have enough pride for none of this type of shit. Like, I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
People do.
So when I look at people being like, oh, like in this, I'm like, how did it get to this political climate?
Interesting. I'm confused by you.
I was confused.
Okay, because I am someone who reads really deeply into like advertising, marketing, art, like even Sabrina Carpenter's Man's Best Friend album cover, like that like affected me because I am reading really deeply into things, where sometimes people are like, it's not that deep, I didn't think about it like that. But I feel as though when you look back at culture and at politics, everything always does kind of like affect each other. And so Tate McRae doing a USA ad for the Olympics as a Canadian, like I think in retrospect, in hindsight, years later, will be like kind of like a sign of the times because the politics here are so weird right now.
I guess
I'm also a it's that deep warrior consistently.
That is who I am.
That's where I generally rest. And so this one in particular, I don't know. This one in particular struck me as for a rare time in my life as it's not that deep. Okay.
Interesting. I don't know. I think specifically the fact that the U.S., who has been friendly with Canada for so long, is directly attacking Canada. For you to be someone who has already kind of this year had a level of like turmoil with like, hey, where do you fall? To do this and not explicitly be, I think all of that context in this is like, that's kind of weird, because I'm like, I would already have in my mind, oh, people just got mad at me for working with Morgan Wallen. I should be super cautious of what I'm doing. We know that the United States is like actively attacking Canada with tariffs and like being like, we're going to claim you. Like there's a lot of heat between the two countries right now. Right. If I were to do this, I would explicitly be Canada because I am from Canada. So it's an easy out, even if you were like, even if she falls somewhere on the political spectrum that's not that. An easy out is, oh, I'm from Canada. Of course I'm supporting Team Canada. You know what I mean? I would be explicitly that. So I understand what you mean by it's not that deep. I just think optics-wise, under the other things she's been going through,
for sure,
I'll be way more focused.
For sure.
Two more things that I want to add here, a little bit more context, is Dua Lipa did a ad for the Olympics a few years ago under the guise of supporting female athletes. She didn't necessarily say that she was supporting one country over another, which I thought was that if you're trying to make a check, if NBC and Peacock is coming to you, can you angle it? Can you, kind of like try to support a cause that is important to you besides having to pick a team? Secondly, if Tate McRae, in my opinion, if you're jumping for this check and saying, Owl, how do I get to Milan and then I'm going to Super Bowl, and I don't see your ass at the opening ceremony on Friday, you are so phony to me, because not only are you selling out to the United States to make this check, but you're not even going to the Olympics. That would piss me off. I don't know if how you guys would feel about that, because celebrities are always doing things and saying buy this and go here, and they're not actually. But I think in light of, I'm already catching you kind of being phony and selling out to the United States, and if I don't see you with a freaking torch at the opening ceremony, I'm just gonna be like, damn, so you're really just doing this for the money. You don't care.
I mean,
my assumption is that yes. I think that's what she's always working under.
I was like, yeah, you don't actually care. You're just waiting. Yeah. I mean, it's fair.
I guess it's okay. It's okay if I don't see it. When it's right in front of my face, I don't like it. Okay. I'm okay if I don't see it. That's but fair. when it's blatant, when celebrities do this and it's blatant, that's when it really irks me.
Feels a little. I also wonder, maybe devil's advocate, maybe there's a world where she is doing commercials in Canada as well, and we just aren't seeing that. Like maybe the U.S. version that we got is that.
Dua Lipa's commercial a couple years ago, did they play that in wherever the hell she's from? You know what I mean? Like, or was that played only, or was that a United States country? Was that a United States commercial?
It's ad.
You know what I mean?
Dua Lipa also did an ad this year for the Olympics. To be fair, like the one I saw of her, she's just kind of like walking through a very beautiful place and just being stylish. She's not really aesthetically anything. So I feel like maybe that is the problem, is that like her ad doesn't look branded for any specific thing. It looks Olympics branded, where Tate's feels like USA.
It's for
like, I saw it, but I don't remember.
It's for NBC and Peacock. That's the thing. It's like, and the Olympics are streaming on Peacock, because remember, she's shouting at the Super Bowl as well. I got to come back on Sunday for the Super Bowl. So people can argue that it's an NBC ad. It's not like a Team USA ad, but in it, she explicitly says, I want to meet Team USA, Lindsey Vonn, the US skating team, and I got to get back for the Super Bowl.
Right.
Okay. Well,
so kind of like, interestingly enough, I was thinking about, this whole situation, and I was thinking about Zara Larsson, Pink Pantheress' Stateside song, which is a huge pop hit right now, where they're singing, Zara Larsson is from Sweden, Pink Pantheress is from the UK, and the whole song is about being like, I'm a UK ting, I'm a Swedish girl, I got my Swedish man, I'm coming to the States, like I'm coming stateside, looking for my American boy, blah, blah, blah. And I think that I really like that song also because it's reminding me that they're not from the United States, and I think that that's cool, and I think that that's like, they are claiming their identity, which I just think is like really admirable. So then kind of contrasted with this Tate McRae situation, I'm like, I forgot the girl was even Canadian. She doesn't really identify with being Canadian to me.
Yeah, I feel like I don't want to speak out of turn, but I'm like, I also feel like Canadian identity feels so similar to American identity that it's just like, I don't know, it's almost just like North American. Like I'm like, so you're North American. I don't know.
Because Bieber and like Drake, Shania Twain, like there's quite a few people who like it's kind of flat. Ryan
You're
Reynolds, like,
always
yeah.
over here. You know
Like,
that,
yeah.
yeah. I'm like, you
Yeah,
know she
like-
lives here. Like, I don't understand. I don't know. It's
It's a
nothing
little
was
flatter.
surprising to me. I guess it does remind me that like other countries want their thing. You know what I mean? Like they're like, excuse me, don't do that. You're one of us. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. Because I don't have that level of nationalism to be like, excuse me, you're one of us. To an American doing anything, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It didn't make sense. It wasn't clocking to me. I'm like,
Yeah,
I
I
would
think
never
because
give a damn.
America is also like the dominant force in this relationship, right? So it's kind of like Canada is like, yeah, they gotta like win where they gotta get their wins where they can. So to feel like
Tate McRae.
to feel like Tate's kind of like, well, I mean, she's one of the biggest pop stars right now. Like people probably like girls in Canada might identify with her. Who knows? And so the fact that she's kind of like, yeah, I don't really give a fuck about that. I understand how people might be like, damn, and you sell into the US who's fucking acting crazy right now, especially to us. And they got everything. We don't, you have the entire entertainment industry.
Child.
Yeah.
Well, I know, solving the problems of the countries one pop star at a time. We'll be right back with more cherries to pop after a word from our sponsors.
And we're back. Hello.
Yes.
Speaking
Hello,
of pop
Pope.
stars.
Yes, speaking of pop stars. Okay, so Taylor Swift this morning drops a brand new music video for Opalite off of her Life of a Showgirl album. And so the music video is like this 90s inspired like infomercial where it's like, you know, you spray Opalite and you get a BFF forever. It's kind of cheesy. It's like a 90s buddy, like she's this woman doing like, I'm a lonely, and it's very like classically Taylor Swift. I initially was watching the video and was like, this is kind of whack. But the ending of the video is what really puts a spin on it, and it reveals that like Taylor Swift planned this music video in months ago live on TV. So while she was on the Graham Norton show over in the UK, she sat down with Cillian Murphy, Domhnall Gleeson, Greta Lee, and Jodie Turner-Smith. And also Louis Capaldi was the guest on the show, the musical guest on the show. So they're sitting down, and then Cillian Murphy makes a joke about Domhnall's dancing and is like, yeah, you should watch this show for his dance moves. And then Domhnall replies, I'm hoping to get in a Taylor Swift music video. And then you see the camera cut to Taylor Swift and her jaw drops. And so Taylor Swift puts this clip at the end of her music video because all of these celebrities are throughout her whole music video. You have Graham Norton like spraying the stuff. You have Jodie Foster-Smith doing a jazzercise class. And then Taylor Swift is like, oh yeah, this is the moment on live TV that I decided to make this the theme for my music video and put all these people in this music video. So star-studded cast, and it was planned on live TV, and she wrote like a novel of an Instagram caption, and I'm just going to read highlights from it. She goes, my favorite part about writing is the first spark of an idea. It can happen at any time for any reason. The idea for the Opalite music video crash landed into my imagination when I was doing promo for The Life of a Showgirl. When we were all talking during the broadcast, Domhnall made a lighthearted joke about wanting to be in one of my music videos. He's Irish. He's always joking. Except in that moment during the interview, I was instantly struck with an idea. She said this music video was a group project, but for adults, and it's mandatory. That's just such a Taylor Swift way to do it. But I was like, to me, it made the music video way cooler that like, live she's like, oh, I'm gonna plan this, and then there's Easter eggs throughout. So to me it made it very, very cool and made the music video worth it. I don't know, I think Taylor Swift is a master at putting surprises out there for her fans, and you don't seem impressed, Sequoia. You're like, over it,
I
don't
haven't
care.
seen it. I don't know what to say. I ain't seen the damn music video.
Are you going to watch it? It's a good music video.
I don't have any plans to do that.
Wow.
I will if I must watch it for this show, I will watch it. But I don't because what you just described didn't help what you described the music video as. Like you described the music video as corny, cheesy, and at the end
corny.
she puts where she got the idea to have the cast in it. But I'm like, did that make the theme less corny and less cheesy?
No, the theme is still corny and cheesy, but I remember watching the music video and being like, why are all these people in this? Because they're also stars, but there wasn't like a huge. I mean, Cillian Murphy's an Oscar winner, so let me not say they're not huge stars. But like, they're not like face recognition huge stars like she did for Bad Blood. So I was like, this is a random cast of people. And I remember watching it as it was going on. I'm like, why are these people here? And then the ending made me appreciate it more. Personally, it made me be like, oh, that is fun. That's cool. And I was like, I think it made it worth it. She also
I wonder if us watching it, knowing the context, if I'll find it cool. You know what I'm saying? Because you hadn't gotten the like punchline until the end, but we will go into it watching it, or I will. Right. I'll watch it for me and Seki.
Thank you. And the thing is, I think the Swifties, I feel like the Swifties were watching it and be like, oh, I know exactly why. I think that Taylor Swift is good about putting shit like this out there, and I think that is fun for her fans. It's like they're always living in a murder mystery. You know what I mean? She's constantly like popping little seeds everywhere.
The thing with Taylor to me is that she just has like every resource at her fingertips and an unlimited budget, so she can get an idea and be like, I'm going to make it. But do I love everything that comes out of her imagination? Like the fucking me video when she was like rainbows and, you know, that similarly when she talks about that, she's like, I just had this idea to do like a rainbow world. And so I did it. And like sometimes it's like, okay, but like, just because you can do it doesn't mean that I like it, you know?
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay, I do think it is very much like Lisa Frank, but unlimited budget. So sometimes it can be that. That's fair. I guess
unlimited budget, and she just gets an idea, and it is really cool that she lives in this existence where she can make any of her creative ideas happen. Like that's the dream, right? Like we would all love that.
Yeah. Same.
So that aspect of it I've always respected, and I'm like, damn, well, you kind of live in the dream in that sense.
I also like the way she has like pull, because the other note about this video is that it's exclusive on Spotify and Apple Music, which are both like Spotify specifically leaning into video platforms. So you cannot watch a video on YouTube right now. You have to watch it on Spotify or Apple Music. And people are suspecting that part of the reason she did it is because YouTube recently decided to change the way that they report to Billboard. And so music video views do not count towards billboards. And you know, Taylor Swift, no, they don't. That happened in December. And so again, people think that this is Taylor Swift using her sway to be like, fuck you, YouTube. I'm going to make sure my music video is somewhere else so people watch it and don't come to you. And I'm saying, I do appreciate that as like a business person. She is good about like sending messages to
she is.
She don't play about her shit.
She doesn't. Yeah. And so I think that is cool. And the other thing is like, it's suspicious timing. Hairstyles just went #1, you know, and X, and I think they have Bad Blood. So he just got #1 for Aperture. And so she's like, let me drop a music video. And then, you know, Bad Bunny is probably going to get a bump from the Super Bowl, and she's like, let me disrupt that. And so Opalite is now
like that.
I know she's like obsessed with going #1, and I kind of because not only did she release Opalite on the music video, but there's also like a new vinyl that you can buy for it. So she is coming again for the #1 spot to dethrone Harry Styles and probably knock Bad Bunny out. Taylor Swift, because you know she's been known to try to disrupt someone's #1, and
you know what?
Of course she did.
I had that thought too, like if she and Harry had that moment, maybe she's gotten over it, maybe she hasn't, it's over a decade ago, but Zoe Kravitz, her friend, is with Harry. So what's that about? Like, what are these friendships? Famous people.
You know that ain't a real friend.
You think they're friends? I don't think they're friends.
But Zoe Kravitz went on the late night show talking about how she was staying at Taylor's house during the fires in LA and stayed there with frickin' Mrs. Kravitz, Lisa Bonet, and like Lost Snake. Do you guys remember all that? Like she was like, me and Taylor are like besties. But famous people friendships, I'm realizing like those aren't real.
Different.
They don't mean anything.
And also that's not the same as a #1. And what the fuck is me and your friendship got nothing to do with your man that I don't like and my #1. Right. So I'm just like, I mean, I could see a world where she's like, I am intentionally going to disrupt this #1. Fuck that. Very fun.
Yeah, she keep doing it. She do it all the time. We don't even have to imagine the world.
Yeah, but music video's out. You should go watch it. It is fun for the end. The ending made me like the music video way more.
Okay.
Yes.
Traitors. So I'm gonna try to keep this as just free of spoilers as I can.
Okay.
I don't want any crazy spoilers. But if I am gonna give a spoiler, I will say spoilers. Okay. So listen intently. Keep your ears on me.
Okay. Got you.
So there was a new episode of Traitors last night. I won't say who went home. I won't say anything of the sort. I will say there is this sexual tension between Rob and Candace. To me,
Interesting.
that I have not seen anybody else call out. There feels like this pent up sexual frustration because now they're kind of on on opposite ends. They're kind of going at each other a little bit. Okay. And I have some quotes that stood out to me. Okay. That point. And I'm gonna try to say it in their tone and rhythm so you guys can hear the sexual tension behind my words.
Okay.
This is not a spoiler from last night's episode. This is from the previous episode.
Okay.
Rob says, quote, "You're going to write my name down as a hint to everybody that I'm a traitor? Oh my gosh, girl." Oh my gosh, girl, that growl, that little oh my gosh, girl.
The way you're doing it. I know the quote you're talking about, and you are making it way more sexual.
You're fucking lying. You're fucking lying.
The way you said it sounds like he has turned like you're like he's like, oh my.
He literally wrings his hands and goes, "Oh my gosh, girl."
I know.
That's what he says.
It feels frustrated. I don't think it is sexually frustrated, but keep going.
He has a little smirk on his face. You know what? Let me tell you what was unsaid from that. He says, "Oh my gosh, girl, as soon as I get out this house, I'm gonna fuck the hell out of you." That's what was missing from the statement, actually. I heard it. I can read between the lines. I know what was said. And then, in this episode, Candace is in her confessional.
You're killing me right now.
Follow me with this 10 hat. Here, take your 10 hats and
please,
put them
sure,
on your
thank
heads.
you.
You guys are not getting the reception.
I'm not.
Getting, okay, you're not picking it up. Put your antennas up. Okay, listen. In her confessional, this episode, Candace says, quote, "Rob is very clearly a dangerous type that will literally look you in your face and stab you in your back as you're walking away. A dangerous type? Question mark, question mark, question mark."
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Question mark,
Right.
question mark.
Hey. Shh. Put your antenna up higher. You're not.
I'm so sorry. Let me try to extend it. Okay.
And then, as Rob and Candace,
that's all. That's all she said, and you're saying dangerous type.
Let me motherfucking
Please,
cook.
I'm sorry. Cook.
And then, as Rob and Candace are sitting in the turret, it's just the two of them now because Lisa's gone. They take down their hood, they sitting there smiling at each other awkwardly, like, whatever. It's like, it's tense. There's some tension. And then Alan comes in and he goes, "I'm sensing some ... awkwardness in my turret." And Candace goes, "Is that what you sense?" And I said, I know it. Yeah, I know it. And he knew it too because he paused for awkwardness. He said, "It's something going on in here. I don't know. I don't know if it smells like sex in the air. I don't know what is going on in here, but I am getting something." And Candace said, "Yeah, I'm getting it too." And then as Rob eliminates Candace, I don't remember the exact verbiage because I didn't take note of this one, but he calls her like stunning or beautiful or gorgeous, some shit like that. I said, "Now I see that you got this little showmance with Mora going on, but I know that you done had a wet dream in the hotel about Candace since you've been here. I know you have."
Wow.
So, yeah, you can now remove your tinfoil hats.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your time. I do appreciate you taking the time to listen to me. Separately, in Traitors Land as well, Candace had quite a quote. She's talking to Rob, they're tense. And she says, "We have different values." And this is what, and I agree. I agree.
Sure.
We have different values. And Rob, goes into "I think you're taking this really personally. Like, this is a game, blah, blah, blah. It's called Traitors." And she says, "You're a snake. You're not a traitor." I said, period. Quote. That's exactly how I feel. I won't say anything more. I won't give you too much more, but that's exactly how I feel. You are a snake. You are not a traitor.
You think Rob is a snake?
The way that we're playing the game is that of a snake.
Yeah,
is not
not a traitor. Yeah, Rob is.
I mean, it makes sense. He's catching the snakes. That's like a good line.
Exactly. It was good. She ate him up.
I need to finish the episode, but I agree. The way Rob is playing feels distinctly dirty, distinctly snake-like.
Unnecessarily dirty.
Yeah, it feels just. I'm like, whoa. But I'm like, Candace gets her jabs in, and like, it's cool. Candace, she definitely gets her jabs in.
I've never seen Housewives, but Candace is making me want to go watch Housewives because I said, "No, I think I like you."
Okay. I want you to go back and watch, and I would love to hear your Candace opinions because I agree. Her on this show is quite likable. her season 2 and 1 of Potomac, I was ready to hurt this. Not hurt is dramatic, but like I was like, you are not likable. But she is good on this.
Do you know how old she is? I checked, and I was shocked by her age.
I think she's really our age. She's like, is she not? She's quite young.
She's 39.
Oh, whoa!
I thought I
am too. Yeah.
Well, I was confused just there because Ryan's saying she's our age, and that's why I was like, she is not. She can't be 20.
That. She's your age, perhaps, Ryan.
Oh, sorry. That's when I mean, yeah, you're right. You're right. I am old. I was thinking that like we would have like, and she is old, too old. We wouldn't have gone to high school together. No, we wouldn't, because she's older than me. I thought she would have been in high school with me, and she's not. But yeah, I thought she's young for a housewife. Is more of what I meant. Yeah. Housewives comparatively, she is young. But she's older than I thought. Yeah, she looks great for 39.
She's younger than I thought. If you told me, and I didn't mean this, I'm not even trying to be funny
at all. I thought she was younger, maybe. Older.
Same.
I think she looks damn good, but she's so ageless to me that if you told me she was 60, if you told me her and Lisa were the same age, I would have been like, yeah, I promise you. I'm sorry, I hate to say. If you told me her and Lisa were the same age, I would say, yeah. And if you told me that she was 41, I would say, yeah. But I think something about her being in her 30s surprised me.
Is 60.
I know how old Lisa is. I know how goddamn old Lisa is. Okay,
that is insane.
Lisa is like Sinachiana though.
She looks good too.
She got eliminated and she stood up there and then lights was hitting her correctly for the first time. I also noticed on Lisa they keep a hell of a filter on her that they don't keep on everybody else.
Yeah, that was in the contracts.
They also put that in the rider. They said, make sure that I am feathered and make sure I look good.
But yeah, I'm like, I get what you're saying, that
no shame.
Candace gives older coded because she is a housewife and like it's on a show with older women. But like, neither of you watch Housewives, right?
No.
That's what I'm saying. I think maybe that I have the context of like, she is explicitly young, like on those shows comparatively to like the standard Housewives.
Okay,
like they're usually I think. Yeah, because she does code old in terms of like, she doesn't give like Love Island. Like Maura, like her and Maura are probably closer in age than I think, but Maura feels distinctly young in a way that Candace does not. I'm aligned there.
Exactly. Maura is 28, so Candace is 11 years older than her. How old is Rob?
He's probably like 23.
No, he's older than that.
Goddamn 23.
He's older than.
Oh my!
He's like 28 or 29.
27. That's what I'm saying.
That's a child. Oh my god!
I'm like, he's not old.
Turn
like,
my eyes away. Oh my god!
I don't. I guess Ryan, I objectively see. No, listen. I objectively see what everyone sees.
You don't think Rob's hot?
He does not do it for me. I'm like, but I'm not saying he's not. I'm not saying he's not hot. But I just am like, I see so many people falling over him, and I just am like, I see it. But like, I don't know.
He's like, it's like a situation with Rob would like ruin your life. Like that's what people love about him, is that he's like kind of conniving and snaky and hot, where it's like, oh, like he would fuck me up in a good way and a terrible way. Is that what you understand?
I don't even.
I think he has a great face. I think he looks good. I think he has a great face. I think he looks
good. And he's cute. Yeah. So Ryan, you wouldn't hook up with with Rob.
I'm not saying I wouldn't hook up with him.
He's too smart for Ryan. Ryan likes him big and dumb.
And maybe that's what it is.
Rob isn't giving dumb.
That's what I mean. Rob isn't dumb, and he isn't gonna give you what you want, and he's gonna like play with your dopamine receptors in your head and like give you enough and be like, oh my god, he likes me, and then he's not gonna text you, and like that makes you be like, this would be so exciting.
A Virgo, it's a little
interesting.
Scary.
I guess I'm just gonna be on the outs. Even his face, I'm like, I see it. I see what you see, and I'm like, I would never be like, it's just, but I'm like, yeah. It's like, yeah.
He used to be blonde, you guys. I'm like Googling pictures of him, and he has this like platinum blonde hair. He looks horrible.
I imagine that sounds awful. Oh god, yeah. Yikes.
Deeply anti that.
Yeah, he needed to keep this back. This is, you know what it is? Because the blonde makes him look very much like a male model. Like, this feels like an Abercrombie ad when I'm looking at. I guess I can share my screen so people at home can watch.
He also looks like.
Can you show me, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm about to pull up. Yeah, he does. It's very vampiric.
It's very vampire.
Damn it, that's not what I needed. Now it's Mr. Beast. Can I zoom in on this photo? Yeah. I want to zoom in so folks at home can see.
I don't like the tone of blonde. Like maybe they needed to tone it better. Like
it's bad. Is this him in high school? Yeah, I think also
Now,
he's like quite young here. He looks
wait
like
a
a
minute.
baby.
I understand. I do understand. I understand the blonde here. This is a better blonde on him. This is a better
Interesting.
The
blonde.
lighting. It's the
Yeah,
lighting.
maybe it's the
Yeah.
lighting. Yeah. Because this isn't killing me the way that other blonde was killing me.
Yeah, I guess I see what you all see. He has a nice face. It's very sure. I think it's, to me, maybe it's too pretty, where I'm like, I don't know. He doesn't have enough. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I get it. I objectively understand. It just does not do it for me.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, all right. Who am I?
More for you.
I think
yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, it is. That is all we have today. Let us know what you fucking think of Rob. Put some snakes in the comments below if you were like, you know what, I'm Team Rob all the way. And we can go from there. And remember, you can follow us on social pages at Freshly Pop. That's FreshlyPop.D. Like, subscribe, give us 5 stars. And also, like, if you want, let us know what you were talking about. What goss are you seeing? We want to hear that from you and keep this conversation going. We'll see you next week, everybody. You've been popped.